That literally fell under my desk so far away. Anyone who has built at least one keyboard has probably developed some pet peeves about the whole experience. Well, I'm here today to emotionally validate you. This is a little unscripted, so bear with me. I just want to get my honest feelings out there. So let's get into it. Here are my keyboard pet peeves. Noobs in the chat asking if glorious switches are worth it. And if I have any noobs on this video, they're not worth it. They're very overpriced. When the F row perfectly aligns with the number row, like on the KBD 75 or on the Keychron K4, it looks like the keyboard has a 5 head. Like it just stagger it. Knobs that aren't like level and they tilt when you turn them, just slightly. It's just slightly not correct. When you build a new keyboard that has RGB and you just can't figure out like what keys turn it off until you plug it in and get it into VIA, and you're like trying every key combination and layer setting to try and get the RGB off. Sublegends of different languages when you don't know that language, it just feels kind of like weeb-ish to me. I don't know. It looks cool. I like triple shot keycaps, but I don't know if I'll ever buy a set with sublegends. Sound tests where you put a towel or a t-shirt under your board, or you put your board on the bed. Like, I don't care how your keyboard sounds in a place where you're never going to use it. Like, I want to know if your keyboard sounds good during normal use on your desk. Just condensed layouts in general. Like, again, the KBD 75 and the Keychron K4. Sorry guys, I'm singling you guys out. But it is so hard to find the keys, especially the arrow keys on the K4, and it looks super crammed. I don't like it. I don't even know how much desk space you're even saving with these layouts. Like, I don't know. I love me a good arrow keys blocker, so when I'm getting a 65 or a 75%, I want the arrow keys to be exploded or have a blocker. Stabilizer pads. These are the little things that go under your stabilizer housings, and they're supposed to make your stabilizers feel good, but I think it makes them sound and feel very mushy and not fun to type on. I much prefer not having them on and it feeling really snappy. When your stabilizers go out of tune over time and you need to take apart your whole board to re-lube them, sometimes you can get away with plugging the butt, but sometimes you just gotta get back in there and it sucks. When you're poking switches through for the PE foam mod and your switches keep getting bent pins, or they just won't register in their sockets, and it's really annoying. Oh, and while we're on the subject, bent pins, the worst. When you want to build a keyboard for someone, but they insist that they must have a full-size board, and you know it won't be budget friendly no matter what corners you cut, and there's just not a lot of good full-size or 1800 options out there, and it's sad. Just this sucks. I hate this. When you take a keycap from your hot swap board and the entire switch comes out with it. Bonus points if it's a corner switch on an O-ring mounted board like a Bakaneko, and now you have to like fix the O-ring and take the whole thing apart. Taking off the spacebar keycap, it feels dangerous, like I'm gonna snap my spacebar in half or break the mounting pegs off of it or ruin my stabilizers. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. I always gotta use 2 keycap pullers to get it off and not be afraid I'm gonna break something. When you film a sound test for your stabilizer keys and you accidentally activate sticky keys. When a YouTube reviewer will say a board is flexy after kneading the darn thing like dough and putting their entire body weight into it, like, it's okay to admit that a gasket board isn't that flexy. I mean, like, gaskets are great for sound profile too. You don't have to prove anything to us. If the gaskets aren't really making the board flexy, that's okay. We need to know that. If you really want a flexi board, the best thing you can do is look for plates and PCB with flex cuts. But I'm sick and tired of people saying that things like the Bakaneko are like this flexi beast. It's just not. It's not. And that's okay. That's okay, but it's not. Okay, pet peeve that recently happened. I was lubing my stabilizers and I got dielectric grease on this shirt that I literally just bought and it won't come out. I mean, should we start wearing smocks? Are we 5? Am I 5? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I might have to start wearing a smock. When your coiled cable looks slightly like imperfect or off center, and you just have to keep adjusting it on your desk to sit perfectly. And I guess maybe I also have undiagnosed OCD. I'm not sure about that one, but it definitely grinds my gears. Having to take a board apart 50 times to figure out your perfect configuration of mods, switches, keycaps, etc. It's just exhausting. When you see a board you know you want, but you know the checkout process will be hell when it drops because there's just a ton of hype, everybody's talking about it, and it's limited stock. So you just kind of pass it up because you know it's just not in the cards. It's not gonna happen. When you miss another Stabies drop, and while we're on the subject, Stabies, it kind of sounds like the name of an STD. No hate, I just think it's funny. Stabies? It sounds like scabies. Not being able to find a desk mat that fits your aesthetic, so you just use a sad black one and it constantly looks dirty because it's black and everything shows up on it. My desk mat is like a fingerprint magnet. It is just, I don't know. I can't find a good desk mat that I like. Maybe I'll have to make my own or something, I don't know. Keycap sets that don't come with the short shift. This ruins a lot of builds and it's very frustrating. Include the short shift. 65% are like so popular. Getting dust in your lube jar. Okay, all right. I don't know if I can handle any more of these. So just let me know if you have your own keyboard pet peeves in the comments. And as always, don't be a stranger.